Hello, hello,
What's
hello.
happening, guys?
Happy Wednesday.
Pre-Thanksgiving.
Dun, dun,
Holy
dun.
shit. We're there. We are there.
Can't believe it.
It's the end of the year. Oh, my goodness.
It's not the end of the year yet.
It's kind of the end of the year.
It's just November.
It's almost
The end of November.
Yeah.
Still have Christmas, dude. Don't write off Christmas.
I know. We've got Christmas, but still. It's right around the corner, I guess. It's kind of one of those things.
So dramatic.
What?
It's not quite the end of the year. I said you're so dramatic.
So dramatic.
So dramatic.
Whatever. Hope you guys had a good night.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The 25th of November.
25th. 30 days until Christmas.
30 days.
Holy shit. 30
That's
days.
a funny conversation because we've been asking each other, what do you want for Christmas?
I know, right?
And my answer is
okay,
always...
what's going on? Ian, what's happening? I
I
know.
don't know.
It's been one of those weird years. It's like not locked down necessarily. Although we'll get into this. San Antonio's going back under lockdown starting tomorrow. But yeah, it's like this year, like we've got all this stuff going, so we've been kind of just doing whatever, right? You know, and just spending money. Not crazy, but just kind of crazy. But
Don't speak for me. Just speak
I know.
for yourself.
I know.
I haven't been spending money like crazy.
Well, if I count up all the books you've read over the... How many books do you think... I know
Most
they're
of
free.
them are free.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I pay a $10 service charge a month.
How many books do you think you've read this year?
Well, I
do you
guess
think
when I
you
could
would,
probably tell you.
Well,
let's see.
Do you think you would have started reading as much as you did if COVID didn't hit? No?
No.
It's interesting. Hey, cheers, by the way. This bar is open with Beth and Greg.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Drinking water.
Salute.
I touched. I barely touched.
Clank.
That's
You guys, Mike,
par
what's
for the
going on?
course. We always
Dee,
have
what's
dog hair on
happening?
everything.
I know, shit, whatever. Hey, happy
To
Thanksgiving
the point
Eve.
now where if we get food from takeout and I find a hair, I'm just like, it's probably mine or the dog's. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
So this thing says I have read
37,000 books.
61 books. Now, granted, you know what? That's
So
probably
since
not.
when?
That's probably not all because the ones I rent,
Yeah.
I tend back right away so I can get another one in its place.
Okay,
So
you probably
these
read
are the
maybe
ones that are permanent.
Maybe like 100?
Probably 100. I
It's
know.
good.
So
Hey,
this
fuck
thing
it.
has stats that you can.
To tell you how fast you're reading and shit.
It does. It's supposed to. So reading
What
insights is what
app
it's called.
Is it just your Kindle app or something?
Yeah, it's the Kindle app.
Okay.
It does say that I've read 31 weeks in a row.
You've read 3,000 nights in a row. Feels like. That's all she fucking does. She sits on, it's fine. I mean, it's not
Nothing
all
wrong
you.
with that.
She does laundry once in a while, too, so that's good. We're pretty close.
So
I'm not allowed to do laundry, so.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I've read quite a few books.
Yeah,
Like
what's it?
170?
Oh, shit.
Well, because I think this is. Oh,
Well,
no,
they're
that's
also,
not,
like,
that's not right. That's
some
not
of them
right.
are kind of
Nope, that's not right. Yeah, some of them are small. Like the one I read today, I literally read in a day between all my baking.
Yeah.
Which meant I read it 30 to 50 minutes at a time, and I finished it right for time. It's only 15 chapters, so it was really short. It is a 3-book series,
Okay.
so there's more to it, but yeah, it doesn't tell me, like, it doesn't keep track. It just says 187 days.
That's a shit ton of reading still, dude. That's still a lot of reading. It's good.
You know, my vocabulary has grown exponentially.
That big word. Exponentially.
But I will tell you that sometimes I think some of my anxiety, my angst,
Comes from reading all those
yeah.
fucking books?
Yeah. Well, it comes from, like, all the, like, they've got to, they
The
fall in love,
drama.
and then the drama's got to happen
So
before they come back
this started,
together.
like before the show started tonight. So it was what, 2 hours ago or something like that.
Yeah, well, before
And
I
I'm like, hey, you gotta go jump in the shower.
That was at
blah blah
7.
blah. She's like, I gotta wash my hair and do all that.
gotta wash
bullshit.
my hands.
And she's like, I'm like, go. I'm outside.
He's
cleaning
knocking
up-
at me, mind you.
getting the back.
It was nice and
porch ready
peaceful for 24
tomorrow.
hours.
Like it's terrible when I'm around. Oh my god.
Automatically start, like, trying to find.
Like,
I
hey,
swear to
go,
goodness, you're the
fucker.
woman and I'm the man, and you come home and you're like, I need this, this, this. I'm like, bitch, get on it. Don't ask me to do it.
So
but,
yeah, so she's like, I've got one
I'm
more
like, I'm
chapter.
on the last chapter of the book, and then I will shower. And so I did. I read the last chapter. I downloaded. And
Cheers to me.
This
for
one was a
putting up with
purchase.
that.
I did purchase the next book, but it was like $3. So it's not like any purchases are more than $4 or
It's all
$5.
good. Shit.
But so yeah, I've read a lot.
It's good. I'm glad.
I mean, it's
I'm proud
enjoyable.
of you.
Thanks.
Picked up a new hobby.
I mean, you make fun of me, but you're pretty addicted to podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not nearly as intellectually
Stimulating.
as reading.
I mean,
Some of the shit
I don't know
watch,
if
I'm
mine
like,
is
oh my
intellectually
God.
stimulating
Go down
as
it.
much as it
You can
expands
literally-
my
okay, so you
vocabulary.
can, like, there's, you've heard the term rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
go down
God,
some fucking
you-
rabbit holes.
Sometimes
on,
I hear some of these podcasts you're listening to, and I'm like, you're turning into your brother.
You can go down some rabbit holes, and I'm talking like deeper than like. I mean, there's some out
Some
there.
holes that are
Yeah, you're like, what in the
some
fuck?
holes
did I
that are
just
in
watch?
holes.
Last night I was out the ranch. We'll get into that here in a couple minutes. And I was watching shit on like hunting, and then I end up like watching some dude like spear hunting a fucking grizzly bear, and I'm like, that's insane.
Wait.
Spear.
Crossbow, right? Oh, he's spear hunting a grizzly. Did he get his ass
It's
kicked?
the first one ever recorded, like for a dude who got a kill with a spear. I don't know. It was nuts. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you sent me that picture of the dude that shot the grizzly bear. I did not like that. Don't send me those. That makes me sad.
What? Why?
Because he's a big old bear.
Big old bear.
I didn't say old. I said old bear. O-L-E.
He was an old bear.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
How long do bears live?
I don't know. 20 years?
How do you know what age he was? He could have prematurely grayed like you did.
Well, it's my time. It's my time. Somebody's going to come after me with a spear? Shit. That'll be fun.
Don't give me any ideas.
Whatever. Hey, go check us out on Instagram and YouTube if you don't like Facebook. I post it out on YouTube usually like the next day, something like that. And thanks to everybody that's kind of watched us over the past 9 months
9
now.
months.
Almost. Yeah, 8-9 months
May,
now.
June, July, August, September,
Right?
October, November. Yeah, December's 9
So
months.
thanks to you guys. Again, this is the Thanksgiving show, basically. So, we're going to jump into some of the big topic of the days. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and holy shit, how did that happen, right? So, really, we just appreciate you guys. We started doing this just for fun, and it is
Something
for
different.
fun, and that's all it is. There's nothing in addition to it. It's a good hobby. We get to do a lot of cool things. Talk a lot about a lot of cool topics that come up, on a regular basis. And then one of the big ones that, like I said, I did it back in, when was it? May, June. I interviewed her father, and I did 5 episodes on that.
Yeah.
And those are out there under the YouTube. They're in their own folder under YouTube. In the Bar is
yeah, I was
Open
gonna say still
YouTube
under.
page, but it's got its own folder for that. So it's really cool. That was her father is a retired DEA agent, and
Marine.
And what was that?
And a Marine.
And a Marine and a police officer. He's had quite the law enforcement and just very, very interesting life. So I went in really in detail and depth on that over five-ish hours, just talking to him, and I broke it up into 5 different episodes. So go check that out. But that's kind of what this has been about. That was one of the driving forces to do this, is I wanted to try and document.
Yeah, I mean, you've been trying to get that done, I think,
For a
since
long
before we
time.
were even married.
Yeah, because he just has some of the coolest fucking stories. And if you're bored and you've got time over this weekend, go check it out. His name's Albert Castro. He was a DEA agent when the DEA was created. So go check that out. It really is pretty cool. So what's up, Jack? Hope you guys are having a good night. Let's jump in. So tomorrow's big day. It's turkey day.
Turkey day.
Turkey day. So Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
White meat or dark meat?
Dark meat.
Dark meat all day.
All day. All day, every day.
I'm a breast man.
I'm a thigh. I love the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a dark meat.
Is your brother? You have to compete with your brother for legs. I think your brother likes
He
legs.
usually gets the legs.
Yeah, so we'll have
I usually do the thigh and like the wing.
So tomorrow's gonna be a pretty small.
But I do take some. I do take a little white meat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gravy.
gravy. I'm a
potatoes.
drudger, dude.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes, stuffing.
Mashed potatoes,
What else?
stuffing. We're gonna have. I don't think we even did green bean casserole because there's only 5 of us. We did.
Some things.
We're more about the pregame this year, I
basics
think.
Yeah.
We've got your stinky ass oysters, deviled
You
eggs.
guys don't eat those things.
You and my dad. I think does my brother eat them? I can't
No,
remember. But you and my
no.
dad will eat them. Deviled eggs, a fruit tray. I mean, not a fruit tray, a veggie tray, a cheese and salami tray.
So we're gonna have shit tons of leftovers.
My favorite thing is the HEB French onion dip, and I've since Since
Turn it-
about May, I
Yeah.
cut myself off and said I
Oh.
can't have this again until November, till
You did
Thanksgiving and
not.
Christmas. It was May or June.
Lie.
It was May. When was the last time you saw that in this house?
I bought it like 2 months ago.
No, it was
Yeah.
probably more like 3 months ago. So August.
Maybe.
So even for me, that was good because I was living off Pringles and French onion, Ruffles and French onion dip. But so I have that.
Yeah.
And
Cranberries. We've got the canned cranberries. She looked up some stupid recipe.
No, years ago.
No, just the other night you showed
No,
me.
that was at HEB. It was pre-made.
Oh, yeah. And it was like cranberry.
It was homemade, though.
And it looked gross. All I want is the can
You
of
don't
jellied.
You take the juice and they put gelatin in it and they put it in a can and that's
It's
what you like.
exactly
So
what
it's
it's
not
supposed
even
to be.
cranberries.
It's exactly what it's supposed to
It's
be.
the juice and
That's
gelatin.
what my mom bought when I was a kid. That's what
That
cranberries are.
can of cranberry
Is shelf stable
gel.
for 12 years.
That can of cranberry gel is the whole reason why I don't like cranberries because
Dude,
I was
I'm
like,
white
that
as
is
shit.
disgusting.
That is my background. Like that's the life I've lived, and I choose to live, and I choose to continue living. That's how it goes.
It's so gross.
If you guys,
You slice it like it literally
you slice it.
makes me think of
And
spam.
the good thing is because you know how cans have like the ridges in it. You don't even have to like think about it. You just slice along
on the ridge.
ridges. It's perfect. It's exactly how you want it, right? Stop.
So
it.
I can tell you exactly everything we're having tomorrow because
Oh, and then she made
oh,
pies.
I've been busy today. I think that's why I'm tired is because I was
Made
literally on my
cupcakes
foot.
yesterday.
I've baked
Why
every
did you
day.
make cupcakes just because you want to make fucking cupcakes?
Exactly.
You wanted to try out all your new Pampered Chef shit.
Well, I mean, I could have made a cake, but cupcakes are always fun. They're like
Yeah.
little individual cakes.
Give them out to neighbors. Like we
Yeah, I gave
did.
Ian and his
got some.
family some.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about
Shannon,
giving.
happy
I
Thanksgiving.
was thinking about
Keith,
giving
what's going on?
Travis and Celine and the kids, but I know the kids have special diets, so I don't know
Just
if
get
they
them
can
some
have it.
fucking toys. You know what I was thinking.
They're too old for toys.
Nobody's too old for toys.
No, most girls are too old for toys. Boys are never too old for toys. Let's be honest.
Like, what do you get? How 10, 12
You start getting them gift cards to things.
gift cards?
Yeah, to Justice, which is a little girl clothing
Like
store.
stuff it into a cupcake.
Ulta, so they can get little makeup that their mom lets them wear. Girls don't really do a lot of toys. They do artsy crafty and
Give them some artsy
fashion.
crafty shit.
It's not as fun as cupcakes. So yeah, so we're having turkey stuffing rolls, deviled
Okay.
eggs, veggies, cheese and salami, mashed potatoes, yucky smoked oysters. I literally wrote it like that. Yucky smoked oysters, cranberries,
I'm a
and
smoked oyster guy.
3 desserts.
Crackers. And 3 desserts. So go over your desserts.
So today I
This is
made
also her feel good. We'll do her feel good up front.
Yeah, so I decided that on Monday morning when I woke up, I was like, I'm baking every day of this damn PTO week.
Yep.
I know I won't bake tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, and I guess
we
we'll
gotta-
see.
we gotta
We'll
cook
play it
and
by ear on Friday with
Make
how many
potatoes and stuff.
desserts are left. But I made a chocolate pecan pie. I made a pumpkin pie,
Yep.
and I made ooey gooey pumpkin squares.
Which is the important one. All the other shit can get thrown
I
in the
never put that
trash
recipe
can.
online, but I can, and you can make it for Christmas because it's still very
You
seasonal.
can make it anytime.
It's really good, but
you only need it once a year.
yeah, and you
because
and you
will
need to be able to
OD
have a lot of people eat it because it's very rich.
Yeah, you will OD on pumpkin and cake. It's like a
No,
pumpkin
it's not
cake
really
pie
cake. It's
kinda
not.
thing.
The cake is just the crust, and it's more of a crust than a cake.
She uses an entire cake mix for the crust.
I used an entire cake mix,
We talked about this a couple weeks
a
ago. I
stick
think.
of butter, and 3 eggs
Couple
for the
shows.
crust.
Yeah.
So-
It's legit. So
and then the
Yeah,
pumpkin
definitely go out there
piece
and post that,
has
or
another
write it
stick
out.
of butter, 16 ounces of powdered sugar,
you need to write it
whole
out.
bu- and that, a whole
And
bunch
instead
of
of
shit.
taking a picture of your thing, like write it out.
You're asking a lot.
Come on.
You're asking a lot.
Okay, take a picture.
I'll take a picture, and
Alright.
if people need me to explain further, then I will.
So, do you think we'll eat on time? Do we have
Oh
a
God,
time?
no. We said 3 o'clock, which means 5.
Okay. I don't know about you guys. Is that how it happens in everybody's houses? Because that's what happens.
You
in
set
our
a
house.
time, and you know you're gonna.
Every single year. Which is fine. I just
I
think
mean, it's part of the
comical.
fun.
Yeah, it's kind of comical. So basically, you're in like a fucking food coma from snacking for 6 hours. What time is everybody even showing up
I
here?
don't know. That's why I told
You
my
don't even know
brother.
when people are showing up.
Well, they're making the turkey and they're bringing it over because
Okay.
remember something happened last year with the turkey. It took forever to cook at our house, and I don't know if it was an us error, an oven error. I don't know what it was. I think it was an us error.
Renee, what's going on?
I don't think we cooked it long enough. Before everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it's ready." I'm like, "Bitch, ain't ready. It's only been in there a few hours."
You gotta cook. How long? I don't even know how.
It's
been a long time since
in the oven. It's a certain amount of time per pound still.
We fried
so
turkey
CJ
last year.
is
I'm in charge of frying.
CJ is making it at my brother's house, and they will bring that over. So I guess it just depends on what time they get up and stick the bird in the oven. Will depend on what time they came over.
What time are you guys starting? What
I told them just to text
house?
so I can make sure snacks are out before they get here.
Yeah. So again, like
we're
I said,
a late family though. I mean, everybody
sleeps, drinks a lot of coffee in the morning, wakes up.
Everybody,
slow.
yeah, everybody's slow risers in this house family.
Yeah. Yeah.
This household specifically, but them too. So I mean, they'll probably. I would imagine one.
Okay, that's fair.
Snack for a couple
Your dad
hours.
will be here at 11.
9.
11. I thought I was supposed to be here at 2.
You want tacos?
Well, it's
no, Daddy.
10.
No tacos. It's Turkey Day.
Yeah,
Don't bring tacos.
Yeah. Guys, I hope you're doing well. Just chilling out. It's the night before Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are getting everything done, getting everything taken care of.
Did anybody watch what's the Charlie Brown special? Thanksgiving special?
I didn't.
Hey, Charlie Brown is Thanksgiving or
when was
what
that,
is it?
tonight?
I don't know. It was sometime.
It's supposed to be tomorrow.
PBS. I don't know. It was a couple nights before, I think. Like they were going to play it every night for a couple nights, but
good.
I don't even know if we get PBS. I'm sure we do.
I don't know. We have YouTube TV, so I'm not.
I have it all set up so the ones we
sure.
do watch are very, up, and every ones that we don't watch are at the bottom, and I never go past a certain point.
So, what are the topics to avoid for Thanksgiving? So there's certain topics you're supposed to avoid.
Well, I love how they this is what they say. Holiday dinners can be a nightmare for family members because they know they're going to get asked questions they don't want to answer. Do people really
is this the
still
whole
do that?
Don't talk about abortion or politics?
Don't ask. So it says avoid talking about elections and politics.
Yep.
Money a family member still owes you. Fuck that shit. You owe me money. You better bet your ass I'm going to call you.
You haven't been over my house.
I'm going to call you on that.
Now I'm making turkey, and this is what you show up for that. You owe me $50 from 7th grade, bitch. Where is it?
Don't talk about a relative's family planning. So don't be asking when people are going to be having babies.
No baby talk.
No baby talk.
Unless you're actively having babies.
No single. Don't ask people why they're still single.
Why?
I guess it's a very touchy subject.
You're a pariah. Why are you still single?
What's wrong with you?
COVID. I'm locked in.
What's wrong with you? Let's see. I just was reading these. Those are the big ones. And then I was like, do people really do that? Do your family members bring this shit up?
Think about it. There's nosy family members.
I guess.
Not just nosy. They think, there's always the
they
family
mean
member.
well.
They mean well.
They mean well.
They come across as complete dickheads.
Right.
And, they're just... They're stating the obvious, probably, in a lot of cases. But they don't have the filter to shut up.
That's going to be you
filter.
when you get old, because you do not have a filter.
I don't ask, I've never asked anybody, why aren't you pregnant yet? That's not me.
Pretty sure you asked Christian, why aren't you engaged yet? Right in front of his
I did that intentionally.
girlfriend, who was like, yeah,
but I
why
did
aren't
that
you
very, very,
engaged
very
yet?
intentionally.
And I'm like,
they've been together for 6 years.
They're 22 and 23 years old. There's no rush.
Whatever. They live in New
They
Hampshire.
are engaged now.
Yeah, they are engaged now.
But they're not getting married for till.
And I was just goofing. I didn't get engaged till I was 29? Shit, that was fine. No, I take that back. I got engaged once before you.
That's right. The fake engagement. I didn't mean to do it.
The test.
She just was mad at me.
The test run.
Oh, honey, no one can ever not say you're a hopeless romantic.
I know, right? Whatever.
But yeah, I'm sure there's probably other off limit. What else would you not talk about? You probably shouldn't talk about people's salaries.
Yeah, you don't talk about if it is. Well, you can talk about how's your job.
Yeah, job talk.
So if you made over.
So Bob here just got
$50,000 a year.
Just got a new job and he's making $150,000. What are you making now? Yeah, Uncle Bill
comparing brothers
me.
or something like that, or cousins.
That's why I said Uncle Bill below me.
Yeah. My son.
So I'm sure there's but I have to wonder. I still don't know. I guess maybe older people may ask these questions, but I can't imagine. And by older, I mean when did people start? Maybe 65. People start getting nosy and feeling like they can say whatever they want.
I don't think that's the case.
But I don't think I've ever had a family member say, "What happened with you in that first husband of yours?" He was a dick and he couldn't keep his penis in his pants. You want to keep talking about it? I'm just saying.
That sounded real healthy.
You?
Excuse me. Yeah.
COVID.
Jesus Christ. COVID.
Oh,
man. Yeah, there's a lot. So Thanksgiving's going to be a shit show. Just
you think?
Buckle up. Well, it depends, right? So, like,
I don't think it will be as big.
It's not a shit show, and I don't mean it in a negative way.
I don't think it'll be as crazy this holiday because people are keeping their party. Well, a lot of people are keeping their parties smaller. We aren't by choice because my niece and her husband is gone, and the other ones are staying in Dallas. But I think sometimes people, and especially because they also have Friendsgiving. I don't even know if those are happening this year.
Happening.
Are they?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, legitimately.
I know Steph and her group always do.
People are going to live their lives regardless of whatever the lockdown bullshit is going to be. People are going to do their things.
Well,
and that's it.
Just because you lock me down, what does that mean exactly?
Well, there's certain places, like I saw earlier that one county or whatever
in Texas,
it's called no.
Oh.
I don't. I can post something later on. It's basically a snitch line, right? If there's there's more than like 6 cars in front of somebody's house or whatever, you can call this line, and it's currently getting hammered with crank calls.
Good.
Which is, hey, fuck off. Snitches get stitches, bitches.
Snitches get stitches, bitches.
Right?
That is
so,
right.
You know what?
How much of an asshole do you have to be to snitch on people?
Mind your goddamn business. If people want to get together, again, I brought this up last time, and I hate keep going down this damn road, but just mind your business.
Mind your beeswax.
You never know. It may be grandma, grandpa's last time to see their
I mean, if you had plans to travel from England and your family is excited, they're going to want to see you, so they're going to get together. Don't hate because your family decided not to get together. And try to push your preferences and your beliefs on other people.
Earlier today, I saw a lady out walking the neighborhood. She's out all the time, walking there. She had a mask on.
I've seen that, but she could also have a compromised immune system.
No,
you don't know.
No, I've seen her walking every single night for the past 2 years.
And she's never had a mask on?
No, she's the one that carries a little mini baseball bat.
I've never seen her.
Her husband rides the bike like in circles around her.
Oh, yeah.
She's wearing a mask.
I'm pretty sure she's got some issues.
Well, you mean because she carries a baseball bat?
No, I mean,
we live in one of the safest neighborhoods.
Well, she could do it because of dogs.
No, I understand.
Because that day that I was walking, I'm not afraid of dogs, and sometimes that's a cursing. And I walked right up to that 200-pound dog, and I was like, "Aren't you a beaut?" And it could have been mean as shit. I didn't care, but she may be worried about that. But
True.
She does. I think that she's got some. I'm trying to find a politically correct way to say. I think she's a little offbeat. She barches to a different beat. And I think her husband rides his bike with her so that he can keep an eye on her.
Maybe that's the case. Yeah, because he didn't have a mask on.
So. And because she also always wears a purse when she walks. I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
No, she's got a fanny pack.
She used to have a purse that went
now she's got a fanny
crossbody.
pack, which I want.
Is it a Louis Vuitton fanny pack? Because that's what I want.
Why the fuck would I want a Louis Vuitton?
No, that's what I want.
Oh, now it's acceptable for you to have
No, it's not
fanny
acceptable.
pack.
But if it's a Louis Vuitton, I would take it and wear it.
No. No. It'll say Walmart.
Hey, you asked me what I wanted for Christmas.
That's not what you're getting. Recycle some of the purses up in your closet. I
was already thinking I need to anyways, just not my good ones.
No, I'm gonna grab some of them and I'm just gonna put them back in like a Christmas bag.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, so 30 days
till Christmas. Do that with your guns then.
Start getting your Christmas shopping. I've heard this year especially everybody's gonna be most people are gonna
ordering
be
and delivering. Yeah.
So it's already
time.
Yeah, it's time.
So you don't run. I think that I'm hoping that it'll be good for the economy that we have a lot of online ordering for our stores.
Yeah.
Hopefully, for a while there was a lot of stores that still weren't doing it, so hopefully they've gotten their act together.
One of the things that you brought up earlier is, and it's in here somewhere in our notes somewhere, is somebody locally, was it locally?
Yes, yeah.
Local woman asked for support. Can you go over that real quick?
So, you guys, have you ever heard of the Toll House cookie stores?
Yeah.
They are actual stores that are sell and make and sell, bake and
Yeah,
sell
we've got one kind of
Toll
down the
House.
road. Yeah.
Well, it's the only one in San Antonio. That one.
Oh, that
is.
one
That's
is?
that.
Oh,
it's
that's
the
cool.
Only
We
one
went there like
in,
right after they opened up. Remember?
we went there right after they opened up because we just moved here and we were out driving around. We were like, "Would you look at that?"
We got some brand new fresh baked cookies.
So she made a plea to the community because she was really struggling and she was really worried about having to let her employees go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she did an Instagram video really asking.
Is it local in San Antonio or where were they based out of? This person.
They're here in San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah. This owner, and she's former military.
From the Nestle, or from, it is that place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
What? I don't understand what you're confused
I was
about.
thinking you were talking about, anyway, go on.
The local business owner of the local Toll House cookie store.
I didn't know it was like a
it's a franchise.
That's what
it's a franchise.
Okay.
They're nationwide. There's only one here in San Antonio.
I just missed the franchise part.
She made a plea out, and she really said, mostly because I don't want to let my employees down. So if by any way you can provide some support, it would be appreciated. And she came in to work the next day, and it was a line out the door.
That's cool.
And so she was really excited because, I mean, if they could just have that every once in a while, they'd stay open, you know.
Fuck, we're going to go get cookies on Friday.
So it made me think, like, God, there's so many small businesses like that, you know. So
there's
what can we do?
Shops, like,
I mean,
not Starbucks and those ones or Dunkin's. They're going to be fine.
Right. There's like the Texas Grounds, that coffee shop, the Eclair. But it's made me start thinking, like, really should go to Etsy and go to those type of things that are the small business profiles that gives you a bunch of small businesses all together and lets you find very unique items for those people. Like, I'm an earring girl. You could go to Etsy and probably find.
You don't need to buy that shit at Target or whatever.
No, I mean.
Absolutely. In the difference, so I read something like a little while back.
I mean, Target's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Target.
No, I'm just saying,
a
it's just
girl.
a big box store. So, but you can go and you can support
but
local.
They're not. They're suffering. They're not suffering like independent business owners.
They've got deeper
small
pockets
business
is really what it comes down to. But I read something, and it was basically like this. It was like a little write-up or something on, I don't know, like a blog or something. Somebody posted that. And it was about shopping local, and it was the actual owner that said, I didn't have groceries until this order came in. I couldn't afford groceries. And it was like a $50 order. Something like, it wasn't a big order. Somebody bought some T-shirts from her.
And so Good Morning America, but they every Thursday they are showcasing
Cassie, what's going on?
Small business owners across America, and they're showcasing, like, they're providing discounts, and they're doing sales and stuff for people to go to their specific store. And I've seen some of them that I was like, I should order that. I could use something like that. I should order it.
If you have the
and if you do it with stuff like that, and they give great discount on Thursdays, it's a GMA discount that you get, and shit can be like $125 that you get 50% off. So now it's, $70, exactly, whatever it is.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have the means and you're out shopping,
if you need stuff for people, this is a great time to, and you know what they like, it's a great time to try. To be unique and really support those small businesses.
Do a little bit more homework than going out to fucking Amazon.
And don't get me wrong, it's easy. I mean, I'm still going to be guilty of going to Amazon. I haven't been on in a while, but yeah, people swear by it.
It's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've really used it.
Here's the crazy thing. You can go
crafty,
to, they have everything, though. It's just not
no,
crafty.
I know.
It's
I just
like
think of it as like a crafty.
Clothing and jewelry and probably even stuff like, it's just, it's people's way of building their business in a very unique
like getting their brand out there.
Right.
And stuff like that,
you know, because even like Pinterest, you can shop on Pinterest.
Yeah.
So,
that's true. Absolutely. So,
just try to think outside the box when you're shopping this Christmas so that you can provide that support so those people can get their groceries or make their rent or buy their kids Christmas presents this year.
Fuck yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, a lot of kids are going to go without because we're not, if you're like us, we're not at work. And so we're not doing the Christmas drive and we're not taking toys in.
Oh, I'll be over at Walmart pretty soon here. They've got a Christmas tree up there with all the different.
Oh, do they?
Tags,
I didn't know that.
Like a few of those.
Yeah. And just
do something like that.
Because those kids are.
I know those ones stay local.
Do they? Are you sure?
Through the Helotes, the local Helotes.
Rotary Club or something?
Something, yeah. I can't remember. It's said right there. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah. 2 for you and 2 for me.
So on top of that, I also want to. I saw. I don't know. I was just kind of scrolling through the news and just looking for different topics to talk about tonight. And I saw an article. Brad Paisley. Everybody knows Brad Paisley, the country singer, right?
He's in the commercials with who's the football player? Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Yeah. And it was one of the things that came up is there's a severe shortage of food at local food banks. So we're all going to be eating like kings or queens and everything else tomorrow. Not we all, a lot of us.
A lot of us, correct.
Right? So if you can, that's another way to start giving back. And, we've all got some friends that are getting hit with hard times and stuff like that, right? Go out and try and
so here's the thing.
Cans,
go check out your pantry because you
say,
probably have
clear out your pantry.
And a lot of those canned foods are good for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
go out.
I've
clear
shit
it
my
out.
pantry. I don't know how I got there, and I'm never going to eat it.
Right. Start thinking through it. Right. Save the stuff you need, and you think you're going to use it.
Or go out and buy a case of ramen and drop ramen off.
Certain things you can do. Certain things. I know at a lot of grocery stores they do still have the food boxes and certain things like that.
They do. I didn't.
Yeah,
see them.
absolutely. So you can do that, or you can buy gift cards. You can donate that way.
Right.
There's different
and
ways.
And then there's going to be things like I know my gym in Phoenix. I don't know. This is the first Christmas I've been a member of my gym here, but my gym in Phoenix used to pick a family.
Right.
And they would donate presents or gift cards or whatever to that family. They would pick
Lucas, what's happening?
A charity and give to that charity. So there may be things happening locally, like in your gym and stuff too, that you can participate to really.
So hey, cheers to all you guys. I know a lot of you guys do a lot of good shit for your communities, and just keep doing it. Cheers.
So we skipped over one thing.
No, we skipped over a whole bunch of stuff.
So talk to me about that. I have questions about this lockdown.
Okay, so tomorrow night. San Antonio is going back
3 days.
Lockdown until Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
We're going to continue to
curfew?
Lessen the curve. Use your words, Greg. Shorten the curve.
Valves.
Whatever. San Antonio is going into lockdown. All these other locations are going into lockdown. But for us, it's only from 10 until 5 in the morning.
So really,
Thursday through Sunday.
Through Sunday morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah. Or maybe, no, it's probably Monday. No. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably 3 nights. Probably till Sunday morning at 5 because a lot of
fucking
people go back to
doesn't
work
make
on
any
Monday.
sense.
Well,
It's to keep the bar hoppers out from going bar hopping and getting all handsy with each other after they get hammered. Because, you can't get hammered before 10. You get handsy.
Well, it depends on your age because we definitely get hammered before 10 because we're normally done by 10.
And then we get handsy. Just with each other.
I was going to say just at home, but
yeah, we're not out mixing it up at the local club scene anymore.
I think that's stupid. Plus, forgive me if I'm wrong, but technically, if you're out past 10, is this a governor thing or is it a mayor thing?
It's a mayor thing.
So the governor overrules the mayor. So if you give me a ticket because I'm out past 10 p.m., could I just call bullshit on it and take it to court and be like, legally, state law said that I was allowed to be out.
There's
How
no
do
law
you
that says this.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't know the terms I'm trying to say, but technically the governor isn't shutting shit down.
Nope.
It's fucking mayor and Judge fucking
Wolf.
Wolf.
Ordinance kind of thing that they're trying to do.
Suck my balls.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people across the country are starting to say "suck my balls." So we'll probably get real quick. It's interesting. Our when we bring up certain things like this,
our numbers seems to be
go,
really small.
And then on shows where we don't talk about anything that has to do with it, they're much higher. It's very, very interesting. So I'm trying to stay away with it a little bit.
We are censored. We live in a very censored world. And even though...
Why the fuck would you and I... Yeah, because we want to have a conversation about stuff.
Because we have brains and we have conversations. Brains. We have brains. We use our brains and we have conversations and we challenge the norm, which is what everybody should be doing. It's just going to fuck the economy.
Oh, yeah. You start shutting shit down. I watched something, or I was reading something.
You were reading?
Yeah.
Shut the front fucking door.
And
it's a big day in the Montana household.
No, one of the things that we aren't talking about enough are suicides, and then depression, and like all of the shit that's going on along with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, dude, it's gonna it's gonna fucking rear its ugly head, and
there's so many
people can't go on all this time without like giving hugs to their grandmas and.
Well, hugs make you happy.
Fuck yeah, they do. Make me
give you
happy.
those good
Dopamines
drops, or
Yeah.
whatever. That gives you the good
Absolutely.
feels. It gives you the
Like
feel
imagine
good.
not being able to hug your mom because she's in a nursing home. Well, you know what?
I mean, I get it, but it still
That's
sucks.
where it's almost like I'm checking my mom out. She's moving in. Sorry. I mean, there's certain conditions that, like, okay, yeah.
You have to be careful.
But god damn. It's rough. It's rough, and I don't have the answer.
Well,
and
because
nobody has.
aren't they saying potentially this could go to June? This whole.
You want to see that happen? Let's get off this topic.
Yeah, no.
Let's go to that. This is
wanna-
Thanksgiving.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't want to. So, can you pull up this image for me? This is an interesting one. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Let me know when you have it up. It's a link, and then you're going to have to kind of scroll down to it. But it is
In a second.
the metal monolith found in a remote part of Utah. So the state was doing like a flyover in their helicopters. And this monolith, this kind of like metal like plate kind of thing.
Is it?
It's big enough
Is it
for
thick, dimensional,
it's
round, straight?
thick enough for people to like stand on. So
Oh, so it's like
it's a
6
little bit.
inches
It's like
wide
thick
or
enough.
something.
Yeah. So this thing. So it depends on like certain people. Like somebody found it. Like I don't know. It was. Can't remember if it was QAnon. No, not QAnon. That's completely ridiculous. Some group found it, and they could find exactly where it was based on like the rock formations, and then it's kind of like when they tried to find Shia LaBeouf's fucking. He was posting like shit all over, and they found his shit within like 2 hours.
what? I don't have any idea what you're talking about for any of this.
Anyway, they have
They are geolocating it.
they're geolocating this thing like super fast, right? So there's a group
Wait,
on.
so somebody saw this from like a satellite or something,
They
and
were
then
flying
located off the
helicopters, and they were
geolocation.
out- So okay, so let me back up. The story is the state was out doing counting the number of wild sheep on like over like this huge remote location, right?
Okay.
And they happened to fly over, and they're like, "What is that thing?" Right?
How did they see that? Like, were they
'Cause you
flying
have to
pretty
fly
low? Okay.
enough to be able to literally counting sheep. Right? And they saw it, so they landed because it's so remote. Like you can't just drive out
Can't
there.
walk
real
out
easy.
there,
Yeah,
basically.
right? Or you can't just walk out there. And yeah, that's basically. They went up and they're like, "What in the shit is this thing?"
Did they like fingerprint it and shit?
I don't know, but so one group actually went back
Aliens.
and looked up all of the. So like I work
They
with
did
satellite
satellite
imagery
over
and I
so
work
many-
with aerial imagery a lot, and they'll like we
They
scan
progressed.
over certain times, right?
Right.
And they can go back and they look at it and they say about 4 years ago. That's the most like they think somewhere around 4 years ago is when that thing was put there, right?
So nobody obviously hikes out there.
Not necessarily. I don't know. I
mean, it looks like, because I'm looking at the picture and behind it, you've got.
It's very cleared out, but I think there's just been people out there walking around. I don't know. It's very. Go Google it or go look it up on Twitter or whatever. Whatever you think. Like Joel Fry chimed in on it, and he's like, "Yeah, somebody put it out there the other day, and they just happened to find it." I was
right?
like,
That's
I don't
what
know
I'm
the
like.
answer.
4 years ago, and nobody's come across it before
Right.
that.
But it
I mean, how
literally
often are they looking for these damn sheep?
They only. I mean, it's kind of like doing a survey of their property or of the.
It's
whatever.
probably art officials say.
I don't know, or it's a fucking alien.
That's what aliens. It's at the base of the Barren Slot Canyon in Utah, Red Rock Country.
What was the name? What was the movie that the dude did with?
It was a three-sided metal mammoth about 10 to 12 feet tall.
So it's it's like a triangle.
Right.
What was the movie that?
Signs?
No, where they had the thing that ran. Was that Was that the?
Yeah, the Mars.
Was that the one with?
D.B. Sweeney. No. Gary Sinise. No. Gary Sinise was in one called Mars where he got.
They go into like the black hole kind of thing, and
Yeah,
it
that
changes
wasn't
time,
a-
and they flash forward. I don't know.
But that's a different one. You're thinking of.
But I'm just thinking that thing's gonna break open and start running.
Yeah, you're thinking of. That might have. No, that
Is
was
that
a
the Matthew
different one.
McConaughey one?
No.
No, Interstellar. No.
No, it's got it's a group of people that go to Mars, and they end up some of them end up losing their mind and killing.
Yeah, whatever that one was.
And then one of them has that because they get sick. Remember that algae is what is growing?
I don't remember. Anyway, it's interesting. It's
yeah,
kind of cool, though.
It's kind of, the object was found in a remote
Even if somebody
area.
put that out there as kind of like an Easter egg to find, I think it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like somebody was just fucking around.
It's described as a very rugged and rocky terrain with many canyons and potential hazards. It's a tough place to get to on vehicle and foot.
They weren't going to release the location, but somebody on like Discovery Channel, they found it.
They're like, big middle finger, I'm saying where it's at.
Yeah. So, it's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun little one. So there's another croc situation in Florida. Dude, if you guys haven't seen this video yet,
have you seen it?
What? Oh yeah, I saw it.
And it's it made me think because we have friends with these kinds of pets.
With what, crocodiles?
No, not this one. It's probably different than what you're thinking. You can turn it on, please.
So this is pretty interesting. So this is from what, NBC News or?
This one is from, it says NBC. Okay.
So this guy, his dog gets grabbed by like a 4-foot alligator.
He's got a little Queen's Charles.
This dude doesn't even drop his cigar.
No, that's hilarious. I mean, he went underwater. His hat stayed on and his cigar stayed in his mouth. And then I also like where he had the wherewithal to pry that open and toss the dog out.
Yeah.
He almost didn't get it.
If it had gone like another 2 feet, I don't think he would.
That poor fucking puppy.
Well, he said there was only one puncture wound in its abdomen.
And now they walk him on a leash.
Well, come on. Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't really think about, your dogs out there, but the wife was interviewed and she said, we can't be too surprised because
Florida,
this is where they live.
Yep.
We're in their area.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's on us to be careful. And I wonder if in his head he was going, if I lose that dog, my wife's going to kick my ass. I've got to go get that dog. But I also thought it was very sweet, like his determination. But he did not drop his cigar nor lose his hat.
Dude didn't drop his cigar. I'm telling you, that's a big sign. That dude.
And I like where he had the wherewithal to like.
He looked like a modern day Popeye. He had his sleeves cut off, fucking.
And I like where he got the
He just
gator.
didn't have the sailor hat.
He had the gator and opened its mouth, and then
that should be his nickname, Popeye. What?
Something just came up that kept playing. Rare sighting of shark in Cape Cod Marsh. I don't swim in the East Coast. But where he yanked the jaws open and like flicked the dog out, like instead of waiting for the dog to get out or the thing to actually loosen its grip 100%, he was like, "Get out!"
Right.
But
that's hilarious.
That poor puppy. So traumatized, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. So,
would you have done that for one of our dogs? I totally say 100% you would.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I would try as well. I don't know that I would have the strength.
You go after it and do what you can. Get it on the ground. It's really the thing. You got to drag it onto the ground.
Yeah. Thank goodness it was small.
But it was a 4-foot. Yeah.
I don't know that it was quite that big. Was it that big?
Yeah, it was a foot. But I mean, it's all tail, so 2 feet of its tail and 2 feet of its body. But a good section of that bitch is jaws.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
crazy.
So
can you imagine? Like he was probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that dude charged though. That dude got charged. So I went out to the ranch this weekend. Speaking of like just hanging out and trying to do downtime, like Beth's bacon. I went out to the ranch. Very lucky to have father-in-law that has acres out in the middle of nowhere, South Texas. So it was cool. Saw some deer.
You're very mellow when you're out there.
Oh yeah.
Like even just when I talk to you, your voice, your speech is slower.
Yeah.
You're calmer.
Yeah.
You get back home, you start barking orders again, and I'm like, hey, go back.
I can decompress.
Go back to the ranch.
Decompression.
Go back.
Right, and that's really the goal of it. But hey, I got to hang out with it. Yeah, it was awesome.
You learned you have to sight your rifle in.
Yep. Got to do that again.
To my dad, I didn't tell him twice, but I told him once. You
shot and missed.
Were you over or under? Were you high or
under
low?
And low? Under or low and left. And it was.
But my dad was cute. He's like, "Hey man, at least you still got the buzz of like the the adrenaline of like getting to take a shot. You don't get that anymore.
I didn't. No.
You don't get like, holy shit, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, yeah.
It's called buck fever for a reason. Because you're looking for a trophy. This was looking for meat. So yeah. Anyway, it happens.
But I
Whatever.
love how you say quiet time and disconnect from the internet, but you didn't really.
Well, I didn't look at like news channels, and I wasn't hearing it all the time and everything. Like, didn't have my radio on in my truck or like have it on the TV or anything like that. I just kind of like I watched a show we'll talk about here in a minute.
You already
Watched
talked about
that. Well,
the Queen's Gambit.
I talked about it earlier, but I'm going to follow up on it.
Okay.
Talked about, watched the final one of those and did kind of like just chilled and like, that was it.
Yeah.
Just watched some other videos and did some other things.
So I stayed
Plus,
up till,
you're walking around a lot.
I stayed up till 3 reading,
Yeah.
thinking I was going to get to sleep in
And then the dog woke you up at
9. Yeah, I was like, bitch, I'm sleeping till 10. Come on. He was like, no, you're not.
Steve, what's going on? How you doing?
Speaking of Steve, the raccoon.
Yeah, so I had a raccoon show up last night, which was kind of cool. He just shows up. I'll
They're
throw a
so
picture.
cute.
He's out on my Facebook or something, I think.
Did you put it on Facebook? Did you
I
do the
did.
video or just a picture of him?
Just a picture, but yeah, I had a
He
little
got
raccoon.
kind of close.
Yeah, he got within like 3 feet of me, but I was up on the deck and he was on the ground.
Was he looking at you like?
Oh yeah, he was like, "What?"
Did he look at you like, I know this food came from you.
So
Give
right
me more.
behind, so I got lights here, and I'm just behind the light. So
So maybe he didn't
if
see you
he
quite
didn't-
as well.
until he walked up, and he was like,
Oh, mother of
But I
goodness.
had already put some food out because I saw him out earlier because I was inside eating, watching that show. And I came out, I was like, oh, there's a little raccoon right down the bottom of the stairs. Steve the raccoon is what I named him.
Steve the raccoon.
Good name.
You're gonna have to
Strong
like
name.
share that so that everybody at the ranch knows it's Steve the raccoon.
Yeah, but I didn't see the little gray fox, which I always love
Might have
seeing.
moved on.
Yeah, but she'd been there for like 3 seasons. 4 seasons, I think. Just
Maybe
hadn't
she
seen
met
her.
a dude and went with him.
I hope so. I certainly hope so because that
That's
was
what
the
we're
cutest
going
little
with.
gray fox. Yeah, yeah. So Santa's immune from the COVID. I heard that.
So you
That's
know
good.
it's
So you can tell your kids that Santa won't fucking die from the COVID.
and you know it has to be true because Fauci said it.
Oh, is he the one that released this?
Fauci says Santa Claus had immunity to COVID-19 will still bring holiday cheer this
My
year.
kids, if I had them, would never know that fucker's name because you know what? If they're young enough to believe in Santa Claus, they don't need to worry about goddamn Fauci.
So Santa's not going to be spreading any infection to anybody this year, only good cheer.
No shit.
So yeah, but I just think it's kind of funny that it's
Telling you.
in an interview with
Trying
USA
to
Today.
Screw with us, Mario. What's happening?
He said Santa
John,
Claus
what's
and his
going on?
reindeer will
Good,
be
what's
fine
going
on
on?
Christmas night,
Happy Thanksgiving,
regardless
guys.
if they are in or out of COVID-19 hotspots.
Yeah, that bitch can go anywhere. He's immune
Santa.
to AIDS. He's immune to cancer. He's immune to hepatitis C.
But because he's superhuman, he's not.
Can't get like gangrene. Can't get athlete's
So no
foot.
worry. No children need to worry. Santa will still bring their gifts and good cheer.
Exactly. So hey, also another thing.
So
is,
he said you can leave out milk and cookies for him still.
no,
which-
I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just going to eat them all.
Well, you are kind of Santa, so it's okay.
Whatever. Good. Cheers, you guys. We haven't had a cheers in a minute.
Cheers.
That's drinking straight water.
Water. I'm tired. I was standing up all day.
Standing all day. She gets all verklempt. Did you learn that word in your book?
I knew that word before my books. Thank you, though.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. I know we're one day away from it.
Crazy, right?
This year's gone by way too damn fast, man. It is cooking through, and 30 days till
Cooking or
Christmas.
flying through?
Flying, cooking, moving, cruising.
30 days till Christmas. Jeez Louise.
Yep. Better start thinking about what you're going to get your loved ones. Hey, can you bring up
Already
Dude.
on it. Turn it on.
Drunk Squirrel? All right. So you can hit play on the video if it'll come up. So this, of course, it should come up with an option to skip it. So there's a video out, just kind of one of the funny things out on the internet right now. So this squirrel gets hammered on pear, like rotten pears. Check it out. So this little squirrel, watch. And then all of a sudden he snaps back, like, oh shit, watch. This dude is hammered, right? So this alone is worth Thanksgiving. See that? Thanksgiving on its own. And he does it again. Watch. And now he's going to grab the bowl like, oh, shit. He's barely hanging on. Oh. and then he goes. All of a sudden, he'll start eating a little bit. See, like his brain is clicking. He's going into like blackout.
I mean, girls I've seen like that at clubs.
Yeah. So
I think I had a few friends like that when I was in college.
You know, dude, we've probably all been there, right? So
that's hilarious.
It's out there.
Like, so did they know that this was going to happen if they gave it to him?
It kind of looks like I don't know. Maybe the
bowl because it's in a bowl.
Just sat there for too long. I don't know, guys. It is awesome.
I doubt they're raw. Are they rotten or just super ripe?
No, they'd have to be fermenting.
So
for him to get
does that
like hammered off
would
him.
people get hammered off of it? You think?
No, you throw up.
Oh,
his metabolism.
He's a wild animal. He eats all sorts of crap.
It's kind of like I've seen like bunnies do that. Like I've seen other squirrels do it where they've gotten into like like apples that have kind of started like breaking down basically, and they turn into alcohol. The sugar turns into alcohol on it. So
he's
great.
So stinking cute though.
What's with the In-N-Out burger?
Oh, good gravy. Okay, so I have never had an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't.
We had it in California.
No, I
Mark
haven't.
Drove.
Nope.
Yep.
I have never had it. Mark? Who's Mark?
Mark Lundgren.
I don't.
Beard.
First of all, I've only met him once, and that was in New Hampshire.
You met him in California.
No, I didn't.
Okay, go on.
Anyways.
The fries suck, by the way. Burgers are decent.
I don't know. I've never had one. Well, apparently, a brand new one opened in Colorado. Give me a second. I'll refresh my memory on the city. But it opened in Aurora, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
People waited up to 14 hours
No.
for this burger.
Nope. Negative. No.
12 to 14 hours
to fly to California.
You could have driven to California.
You could drive to California.
Get a burger.
Yep.
Come back and still beat the people that were in line.
Legitimately. You could just drive to Phoenix.
I mean, are they that good?
No.
I don't know that there's anything I'd wait for 14 hours for. Maybe a Star Wars movie back in the day?
No. I'm like, $1 million? Like, hey, you wait here for... Did you ever have... Think back in the day. I'm telling you, I come from... I'm white as they get, right? And we'd go to like a county fair or whatever. And back in the day, they would have people that would like stand there and like they'd have like a mobile home at the county fair.
Okay.
Right? And it would be whoever can stand there literally the longest with their hand on it would win this mobile home.
So I've seen stuff like that, but not for mobile home, for like cars and stuff.
Maybe a car, whatever. I remember like, okay, if I needed something like that, or I'm going to put my hand on this suitcase for like 20 days, and it's got $1 million. No, if it's got $1 million cash in it or something like that. Okay, right? No, yeah.
I wouldn't last very long because I always have to pee.
You get breaks.
You do?
Yeah, you get breaks.
Then what's the point?
But they're only like 5-minute breaks. Okay. I mean, so when you have to like stay awake and like can't sleep.
Can you bend down?
You can squat down as long as your hand's on that damn trailer or that.
So this was so bad that the Aurora police had to come out and handle the commotion and
were people getting in like
fist
fights and shit?
I did see that there in the video. I saw there was people getting into fights.
Dude,
so
Five Guys is equally as good.
They had to manage the line and ask people to be patient and support other restaurants.
Five Guys is
probably well. I've never had In-N-Out, but Five Guys is great.
Yeah, no, In-N-Out is good. Get it animal style. Get it with.
I'm a McDonald's girl. I'm a quarter pounder girl.
Get your fries done well because they're soggy as shit otherwise.
Are they? Can you get them done well?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the whole.
We have one here. We should go sometime.
Whatever.
I should. That way I can at least say I tried it, but I just don't.
Yeah.
14 hours.
Nope. Fuck that.
Wonder how their first day sales were, and if they're going to have to compete against that.
They couldn't make food fast enough. Evidently,
they're going to have to compete against those numbers. They'll be like, well, on day one, we made $2 million. Yeah. Now, since then, you've only made $500,000. So why do you suck so bad?
I don't know. So real quick follow up on the some entertainment stuff. I finished watching the Queen's Gambit. If you guys want something to watch, it's really cool. I played chess when I was a little kid, and I really liked it. I sucked at it, whatever. I know how to play chess, but by no means am I good at it. I just know how to play it. but go check that out. So it's a story about this girl goes through
Right.
from like a
She's a
very young
prodigy.
girl, it becomes like, you know, like the highest levels master, all these things, grandmaster, and all these things. But it really is worth 7 shows. If you got some time this weekend or whatever, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But what I did see, and it was just real quick in passing, and it's actually, regardless of the show, it's actually spiked sales of chessboards,
I believe it.
which is kind of cool. So I think if it's getting kids back into
Or
board
parents
games,
maybe getting their kids into it or
yeah,
something.
I think that's a cool thing because it's a very intellectual game. There's a million different strategies, and it really makes you think. It's fucking. That's what I always.
I wouldn't
liked
be
about
any
it.
good at it.
It's just you
I'm
gotta
not a
study
strategizer.
Yeah, it's strategery. It's all about strategery.
I'm not strategic.
Thank you, George Bush. Strategery.
One of my favorite words right there,
Yep,
strategery. I
strategery.
use it often.
Go do that. And
Macy's Day Parade.
Macy's Day Parade.
So here's crazy. So it is virtual.
Yeah.
And by that, they're still going to have the parade and just nobody can be there. But what I did find out
What if
was...
you got to go to work? You get you're like a solo trip. I live in downtown New York and I got to walk to the Starbucks.
I'm sure people will probably be watching from the windows of their offices. If their offices are letting people in. But I did see what's kind of cool because it's so virtual. Like I was looking for something on our YouTube TV, and there was an option to like select it so you could make sure that you record it and or have it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not going to do that.
I watch it. Well,
Will Snoopy
you know,
have like a mask on?
I watch it while we're getting shit ready around. Yeah, probably, and that'll just make me angry because I'm so tired of the commercials.
Who are we going to
people.
be waving at?
The TVs, the cameras, the virtual peeps. Yeah,
It's boring.
still have to wave.
It's boring.
Do they have floats and shit?
Yeah, they're going to have floats and all that shit. Yeah. So if you're still watching NFL, hey, they canceled the best game that's going to be on tomorrow. So the Steelers-Ravens because somebody got COVID.
Well, Cowboys also.
Nobody cares about that game.
The Cowboy game?
Nobody cares.
Oh, suck it, dick.
No, literally
The
nobody
coach
cares.
died, so be a
What
little.
do you mean the coach died?
A coach died, not because it
A
doesn't say.
coach died or
The
the
assistant
coach?
coach died.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the Cowboys' assistant coach died.
Holy shit.
I
Of
didn't
what,
read
COVID?
I didn't read the article.
Probably.
It just popped up
Sorry,
on my.
RIP.
It popped up on my KSAT
Damn.
app.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. So he did die. So
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So, yeah, that sucks. But the Steelers-Ravens game's canceled. It's moved to the 29th. So you don't have that to look forward to. But Beth gave you her feel good.
Yes.
Mine, it's just having a few
Family time.
family members over that we haven't had a chance to catch up with, like face to face in a long time.
yeah,
Well, your dad we get to see, but your brother and your sister.
we haven't seen them.
You haven't seen them in a good
since
minute.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw your brother. He stepped.
Oh yeah, he
front
stopped
yard
by
one
when
time
he
to
came to get the ladder.
Yeah. So I hope you
we
guys
weren't up
have
close and
somebody
personal.
that you are able to.
Hope you're having some family
meet up
time
with.
and getting a little downtime
Yeah.
and getting able to enjoy friends and family and appreciating each other and giving thanks for all the wonderful things we
They're
have in
going
our lives. Even though this has been a tough year, there's still a lot to be thankful for.
Yeah.
I think we forget that sometimes.
Fuck yeah. Absolutely. So with that, last thing today in history, Woody Woodpecker first appeared in film in 1940.
Is that him?
Yeah. It was awesome. I remember that guy. He was awesome. He was one of my favorite
It
cartoons.
looked really weird that the early.
The redhead and the blue body. And
Well,
the
yeah,
white
but he
belly.
still looked really like. Cartoons look so different. Like even like
Yeah.
the Mickey Mouse and all them when they were brand new before the
kind of sinister a little
not
bit.
animatronics, but like the digital design got really good. They looked really scary.
Yeah,
It's a
they
good way
looked
to
a little
put
more
it.
sinister,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did.
Yeah. And then lastly, Pat Summerall and John Madden broadcast their first game together in 1979. Those 20 they spent 22 years together. So think about that. That's
That's
pretty
longer
crazy.
than most marriages.
Fuck yeah. They were just drinking buddies at that point. That's pretty much it. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Be
guys.
good to each other, regardless of all the bullshit going on in the world.
Thank
Take
you
care of
guys
each
for
other.
supporting us, and
Yeah.
we are grateful and thankful for you guys that are here for
Yeah.
us. We love you
Let's
guys.
hang out. So, Ian, come get a beer. It's time. Choose to Evan Haley.
Lie to me
We
if
miss
those
you.
cupcakes suck, dude. I need to think they were good.
Thanks, military, first responders, frontline folks. Without you guys, we can't do this. Thanksgiving would suck, and Christmas would be fucking canceled. So, to be honest.
So
All right.
dramatic.
So, we love you guys.
Bye,
You guys have
guys.
a great
Happy
night.
Thanksgiving.